Members of the Texas A&M Commerce Lions basketball program. In the center of our podium is the head coach, Jason Burton. To Coach's right, my near side, we have Alexis Bryant. Alexis is a senior forward from Pflugerville, Texas. On Coach's left, the far side, we have Shania Wright. Shania is a junior guard from DeSoto, Texas. And, Coach, I know a disappointing loss, but your kids played well. Lubbock Christian got out to an early lead, and it seemed like you were always having to close the gap.
Yeah, there seemed to be a lid on the side of the basket that we shot on both halves, because everything else, I mean, if you told me going into this game that we're going to force 16 turnovers, we only had 10, we had 18 offensive rebounds, we're going to hold one of the best field goal percentage teams in the country to 38%, I think we're going to win the game. But shots didn't fall today. And, we bounced back from a really poor free throw shooting game last game to turn around and shoot 79% from the free throw line. Things that we normally do, we did well. The ball just didn't go in the basket today for us.
You came out in the third quarter and made a run and closed the gap, but just couldn't get over the hump.
Yeah, we closed it to 5 points, and we talked about at halftime. We want to go into the fourth quarter under 8, And I thought, you go to the media timeout and you're down 5. We can tie this game up before or take the lead the way we were playing. And, they came out, and Lubbock Christian's a great team. So they executed, they made shots, and they're just shooting the ball so well from 3. You got to play 40 minutes to beat that team. And I've been saying that about us all year, is that it's got to be a complete game. If you give them any open looks, they capitalize, and they knock down some big shots. They got some big-time players over there that made plays, and, today we fell up a little short.
Very similar to your team, you've got to respect the inside and the outside game.
No question. But I'm so proud of the effort of our young ladies. I thought, man, this is one of Alexis Bryant's best games on the biggest stage, and that she could play. She was a beast today, and they really had to respect the inside-out game. And Nia played well, knocked down some big shots, had some good attacks at the basket, but 1 of 13 from three-point line is just a little uncharacteristic too. And that was when it boils down, that was the difference in the game, was the three-point line. They made 9 threes, we made 1, and but I continue to say I got the best job in the country because I get to coach the best young ladies, and win or lose, man, I love my job. I love this team, and we're blessed to continue to be able to play basketball beyond the day.
Alexis, as Coach just alluded to, the championship game, and you have a double-double, 16 and 15. That's pretty strong. You also had an assist, 2 steals, and a block shot. I know it was rough out there, figuratively, but tell us a little bit about your day.
I just wanted to win, so I was willing to do anything it took to get the win. But, I knew we could out-rebound them. Just wanted to win. That was a motivation.
Shania, you had 10 points to go with 5 rebounds and 3 of your team's 7 steals. Talk a little bit about defensively trying to defend Lubbock's outside threats.
Well, they're a good three-point shooting team, so we really keyed in on running them off the three-point line. How many threes they made?
They made 9.
They made 9 threes. How many they average?
I don't know how many they average.
Okay, well, I think we did a decent job of running them off the three-point line for the most part. So it's really what we keyed in on.
Okay, let's have questions.
Coach, you had a big crowd, a pretty good-sized crowd today behind you, and throughout the year, at times you've had a really good-sized crowd. What has all that fan support meant for you in this program?
I mean, our fans have been amazing this year. They've been outstanding. The game versus Lubbock Christian at our place was, probably the best crowd I've ever seen in the field house, men or women. And it's been just huge for our program, for our young ladies. When we made runs, they were into the game. When we weren't playing great, they were into the game. And it's been them, especially at home, that's just given us an added fire. It's been a true home court advantage. I felt like today that our crowd was great. It was fantastic, and we appreciate the support. And hopefully we can get the spring break. So let's get them on some buses and let's drive them out to Lubbock next week and get them to the regional tournament. But it's been amazing that just the people that we have in Commerce, Texas, and the support that we've had from them.
Coach, aside from just making some more shots in the game, your team played a pretty well-rounded game. Aside from that, What adjustments are you going to make, or what is the area of focus going into regionals?
Get some rest. Let's heal some bodies. We played a lot of basketball in a 3-game stretch, and so, that's the one disadvantage that us in Lubbock have going into next week is that there are going to be some teams that have been off for a little bit. And so I think that's one of the main things is get healthy, get rested, and because we're playing at a high level, and it doesn't matter who we play. The team that's going to take the floor wearing a Lion uniform is going to play at a high level. And we've been able to come into a film room and make adjustments. When we didn't have a practice or a shoot-around that we went to today to prepare, we prepared with film, and the maturity level of this team is going to allow us to go out and make adjustments on the fly. But we're going to, at this point in the year, we are who we are. We're going to continue to do what we do, and I believe the next time we take the floor, we're going to make shots.
Obviously, probably the next time you play will probably be against an LSC opponent. But after going through the full LSC schedule and then the tournament, what are your thoughts about this revamped schedule and just the revamped conference as a whole?
I mean, you take what I thought was already the toughest conference in the country, and then you add the national champions to that conference, and you add a slew of other good basketball teams to it. Man, it's such a tough league, and you're going to see when the regional or when the region comes out, the South Central region comes out, I think it's going to be a LSC heavy region, and so it's a grind, man. It's a grind, and that's why I'm so proud of this team. I mean, to get to 20 wins in the Lone Star Conference, and you look at our 2 losses, and it's by a total of 4 points. That's not easy, and so I think our team, mentally we're a little frustrated today, but they also know that we can turn around and have a great regional show, and we still feel like, we're in great position to win a national championship. And at the end of the day, that's what you play for. And we have that opportunity to go to Lubbock and be a high seed and have a chance to go and do that. So we'll get a little bit of rest, and we'll come back at this thing.
A lot of people listening in the arena or online remember what Lion women's basketball was a few years ago. When Coach Downing was here, and then some other years where it wasn't so great. Last 3 years, you're looking at the bubble. Last year, you're wondering what seed, and this year, you're kind of at the top of the heap. Talk about the progress that these young ladies up here have helped this program along, not just getting to today, but overall.
I mean, we talked about goals before the year, and it was, I think Michael said, hey, Coach, let's go undefeated. And then we look up, and we're 25-0. That's a complete shift in mentality from when we first got the job. And I really believe that, if this young lady to my left doesn't get hurt, that we may have went 28-0 in the regular season because we came up just a little bit short, and we had shots in both those games to win the game. And so, man, it's been a process, and there's been a lot of good people involved with that. I got the best coaching staff in the country. I got the best associate head coach who's been with me for 5 years in the country, and we continue to get young ladies in here that believe that are coming because they think that this program's going to give them a chance to play in the postseason. And that's to have built that and to be where we are right now. I'm just thankful to be here. I'm thankful for the people that have helped us to get here. A lot of great people that have been in this program, including the 2 to my left and my right and the ones in the locker room. And so we got workers, we got grinders, and that's why I love my job.
Congratulations on a strong season, and best of luck in what's coming up.
Thank you very much.